Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, um, wherever you are located. Um, Welcome to my new program. Again, my name is Dr. Man. This will be my second video. I made my first debut video like last week. This will be my second video. Um, I'm starting a new program. I would say that this is an amateur video which I'm just, trying to introduce my program. This program's name is called Men's Advocate Program. The reason for this program is I'm trying to see how I can help a man to advocate for men that are probably going through a lot in their lives all over the world. Um, Most of the times, as I stated earlier in my first video, most men suffer in silence. Men do not have enough help from certain angles. Men pretty much suffer a lot because they are men. Not many people come to their rescue, regardless of what they are going through. They go through a lot in life. Um, most things men go through a lot is, financial issues, marital issues, relationship issues, and other children issues, and so many things. But this program is this program is meant to address all these issues that men go through, most especially the marital and relationship issue, because those are the ones that devastate men a lot. Most men can deal with other issues much better, like work, financial. They can find something to do and solve their financial problems. They can seek help in terms of, trying to borrow money, get loans, and solve their, business or financial problems. But the most problem that deal with men a lot that they don't get most help from is marital issues or relationship issues. Those are the ones that devastate a lot of men. So that is why I started this program. Like I said in my debut video, this program is to see how I can advocate for men and how I can also get other men involved or other women that are good women, because most of the issues that deal with men a lot are, especially from marital or relationship issues, are women that are not good, that gives them a lot of problems, a lot of headaches, a lot of issues, a lot of problems. And those women, those bad, you know, some of those bad women are the ones that cause those miseries, those devastation that men go through, those suffering in silence that men go through. Um, y- you know, but this program is to help those men that go through all those things. Leveraging on myself, who is Dr. Man, I would say the teacher or the educator, because my goal is to educate people and provide them with information, especially those men that are affected in that situation. And again, why I get myself involved in this program is because I was once a victim to this problem and somehow still a victim, which is still ongoing. But I can call myself a survivor, and I decided to set up this program to see how I can help other men that are in my situation or in the situation I was in the past or that I'm still currently in now, to help them survive too. So the reason I want to help some of these men to survive is that a lot of them are dying in silence. Some of them go to the extent of taking the laws into their hands after they are pushed to the wall by the bad women involved, or also especially abroad. You know, the society, the legal system does not help the men as much as it helps the women. So those men sometimes they get stripped. I mean, they get torn down by the systems wherever they live abroad or wherever they live in their both their homes and in their homeland and abroad as well. Mostly people who live abroad, those are the ones that suffer most because of this, the Western systems, the way it helps more women than men, and men, it deals with men a lot. So that is the reason why I'm calling on those men that are affected to, if they come across my video, I would like to let them know that they are not alone. There are men out there who are willing to help them in their various ways that they are suffering in silence. Um, whatever things they're going through, there are people who are willing to listen to them, discuss their issues, analyze their issues, and probably and possibly provide solutions to their issues. Just like some of us who have gotten solutions, maybe through the hard way, we got solutions and we survive the bad women onslaught. So I want to make sure that some of those men that are still going through those issues, that they also get help. So based on that, the topics that I will be addressing today in my second video, which is still still consider it debut videos in this program, because one, I'm still an amateur in the social media sector, even though my background is technology, but my technology is on the back end. I'm not really somebody on the front end, but I'm also trying to see how I can come out in the front end also to help those in need. One of my programs would be, number one would be, what can I do more to help men that I need of help, based on the help that I've explained earlier on. Sorry about the technical glitch I have here. Um, what can I do to more to help men? So that's one of the topics that I will be dealing with today. I'm still trying to make this program to be a 1 hour video program, just about 1 hour, maybe give and take few minutes over or few minutes under, just to see if I can sensitize um, those men that are in that situation, and some good women who also show concern for the men that are suffering, that are going through a whole lot. I will also invite those women that are good women who also show concern for their men, or show concern for men in general. You know, let them come and also profile their own solutions, how these men can be helped. Then the second item that I would like to us to discuss, or would like to discuss, because really my intention is to do this as a video. Um, post the videos once once people start showing interest. This will transition into live programs where people can call in and participate, and in sharing their opinions, sharing their knowledge, sharing their analytical issues, the issues they're analyzing, and also sharing solutions to help those men who really need those help. Okay. Then the second is, what will most men like to hear or read that can assist them? What will most men like to hear or read that can assist them in resolving those situations where they are in their various problems, most especially marital or relationship problems, where they are suffering in silence. Things are going on in their lives that are beyond their control. They are not able to do much to solve that problems. They will need other people. They will need help from other angles, other sectors to come and help them and provide solutions that will help them. What are those things that they would like to hear and they like to read? Um, be it in social media, be it in the print media, be it anywhere they can get those help to help them save themselves or save lives. Okay. The third point, the third question is, what can concern men and women, and what can concern men and good women out there do to help those men in difficult situations in their lives, especially those men in unhappy marriages and unhappy relationships. What can, other men and good women do to participate in helping them, analyzing their issues, their questions, and providing solutions that can help them so that they can kind of provide the needed help to live their lives, to live their normal lives. Before I go into these three topics that I brought up, okay, um, let me reintroduce my program. Just for people who are just seeing this my video for the first time, I have made my debut video, which I still call amateur video, just like this one I'm doing too. It's still amateur. A lot of you, I'm sure, we have to have a lot of things to criticize, which is okay. It's okay to criticize and, maybe point out things that are not well, things that I need to do. I know that there's a lot of things I have to put in place in terms of, technical things, maybe the video, the type of video I'm using is not yet professional. The environment, and my presentation, everything is still on an amateur level. But they say that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one footstep. So I am just starting this journey of 1,000 miles with this one footstep. Again, my name is Dr. Man. The reason why I go by Dr. Man is this program is to help men. I am for men. Not that I don't like women. I like good women that are, that are good, that have good heart, that have um, that are empathic, that have human sympathy, have good heart. Not the ones that deal with men mercilessly, that they go into relationship with. They deal with them. They don't care if they leave or they don't leave. They would go to any length, even including taking their lives away or making their lives miserable or hurting them in so many ways. So that is the purpose of this program. I am here to help those men. That's why I took that name. Most people will ask, why are you not going by your real name? The reason why I'm not going by my real name, I took up an alias name, a pseudonym, is because some people may see this video and know me by face, okay? And then they will make reference to whomever I have dealt with in the past, or whoever I have related with in the past. Again, I don't want anybody to make reference to that on the basis that I am not here in the social media to condemn anybody. I'm not in social media to, I'm not here in this program to indict anybody. I'm just here to share my personal experience, to share general information and personal experience as well, but without reference to a specific person or people, group of people. Just, want to talk about things in general. Also, give from my own personal perspective. I'm going to also give some of my personal perspective without making reference to a particular individual or individuals. So that's why I go with a pseudonym. So even if you know me by face and know the people I have dealt with in the past, do not reference this program to them because it is not meant to reference to anybody, to make reference to anybody or induct anybody. I am just here to help those who are still in my situation that I was in the past, or maybe some that I'm still currently in, so that they can use this information, knowledge, and analysis to provide solutions to those men that probably still goes through such situation. Okay, and again, thank you. If this is the first time of seeing my video, my amateur video, like I said, thank you for watching it. Appreciate you watching it. Just watch it to the end. You may learn one or two things that may help you, I mean, that will make you help someone else out there. And like I said, this program is for all the men out there in this world. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter which part of the world you're located. It doesn't matter you are white, it doesn't matter if you're black, it doesn't matter if you're brown, if it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter you know, anything, your color, your political affiliation, it does not matter at all. As long as you're men out there, this program is here to help you, to provide some therapy for those of you, some informational therapy, because some information can be therapy, to some people. You can provide some informational therapy, give you some analysis, give you some cases, give you some resolutions to your problems, to your personal problems that will help you live your normal life and probably ultimately live a happy life. That's the goal of this program also to save lives. The reason why I say to save lives is that some men go through a lot at a point when they get pushed to the wall, that they can no longer tolerate or bear, they turn things around, they change, they start to think bad. Most especially, they start taking laws into their hands. If the law and the system cannot help them, then they tend to think that okay, they can help the law since the law doesn't want this to help them. If they cannot get justice, so that they can give their own justice. So that is what this program is here for, is to teach them that giving your own justice is not the best way to go about it. Taking the laws into your own hands is not the best way to handle any such situation you might be in. But getting more information from programs like this, um, you know, talking to people, participating in programs like this, listening to other people who were in your situation before or who are still currently in your situation, and also listening to those good women out there who also, you know, treat their men very good. Also can share some information on what they do to treat their men good, to handle their men, with care, so that those men will not go into, difficult situation. So those women can also provide some of those information. I've seen a handful of those women in the social media where they teach their fellow women the right thing to do, to make their man happy and to also make themselves happy, to make so for happy relationship, to make for happy marriages. I've seen some of those women, but like I stated earlier, they are not yet enough, and most men will prefer that their fellow man, provide those information for them, probably based on their own personal experience or general experience, that can more closely relate to their situations, to their issues, than the women can give. Once again, um, I want to make the women out there to understand that I'm not against women. I do not dislike women that are good. The only women that I dislike are the ones that are horrible, the ones that are wicked, the ones that treat men as if they are not human beings, the one that will be in marriage or relationship, they'll be treating that man like a piece of crap. They'll be, dealing with the man, hurting him, using the legal system that is most of the times, skewed towards the women. Most of the times, looks like those legal systems and societal systems are against the men, only favoring the women. I just want to come to the rescue of those men. I'm not saying that this program will give you money. No, that's not what it meant for. I'm not saying that this program will give you financial advice. No, that's not what it meant for. This pro this program is basically meant to provide you with necessary information, educative information that will help you, make informed decisions in any situation you are in, be it marital situation, be it relationship situation, be it financial situation, be it any other difficulty situation that you find yourself in. So that is the reason why this program has been born. Again, this is Dr. Men Advocate. Men's Advocate, Dr. Men. The Men's Advocate program by Dr. Men. So my name is Dr. Men, and the program name is Men's Advocacy, or Men's Advocate Program. You can call it anything you call, but once you put men there and we put helping men out there who are suffering in silence, that is what it is. That is what it is. So I beckon on every good person, both men and women that are good, to come to this program. For now, it's not yet live. I will just be making videos and posting it. Whenever you see this video, listen to it. If what I'm talking makes sense to you, like it, share it, comment, so that we can get enough men and good women out there to participate in this program so I can take it up to a live program. So where more people can now get involved. A lot of programs are, already there for the women, women emancipation, feminism programs. A lot of women are being helped. When a man and a woman is going through divorce, there's a lot of programs out there to help the women. Most of the times, men doesn't get the help and that the women are getting. So that is the reason for this program. This program is born to address those gap in those gap in helping men. Men doesn't get enough help from so many angles, but women do get a lot of help out there, which is the most reason why some most men die in, not die but suffer in silence. They suffer in silence, because they have nobody to talk to. They have nobody to talk to them. They have nobody to confide with. They have nobody to share their problems. It is easier for women to share their problems. Due to they can easily find people to talk to, but it's not easy for men to find people they can relate with, even including their own family members. Most men, including myself, tend not to talk to our family members about our problem because, by societal norm, you'll be seen as you are not a strong man. Once you start sharing your problems, you are not showing strongness. You are showing weakness. You're supposed to be strong, supposed to carry your burden by yourself. Most men think that they can carry that burden by themselves, but they don't know that they still need help, no matter how strong you are as a man. You still need help. You still need somebody to confide in. You still need somebody to talk to. If you're feeling lonely, or when you are in a lonely situation, you still need somebody to talk to. You still have a human heart. You still carry human characteristics. So you're still human. You are not superhuman. So, you're still born by a woman, and you still have those characteristics that every human does. You have feelings. When your feelings are hurt, you still feel bad. You have anger because you're a human being. When some things are done to you, you get angry, and when you get angry, you don't have any good resolution to that. You can make, those things hurts a man more. Most especially when you are in a marital or relationship problem where the women uh, gives you very bad relationship, makes your life misery. They don't, they're not compatible with you. They don't think the way you think. They think opposite of you. Everything you say or do, they go against it. It does not matter how good you are to them. They still will not like you. They still will not, you know, take you for anything. They underrate you. They underlook you. They do anything, just to show that you are not good enough for them. You know, but when they saw you at the beginning or when they met you, you were good enough for them to come to you. But at a point, maybe when they feel that they have grown to a certain level, you are no longer good enough for them. Maybe your finances are no longer enough for their standard. Or maybe they see other men that, have money or more financially buoyant more than you. You know, they see men that does more things, build better houses, drive bigger cars, have money, look better in the society, do flashy things. Then you will no longer be somebody they can deal with. They start looking down on you. They start disrespecting you. They start downplaying your relationship with them. But After all this, what I have to say is that, you know, those of you that are in that situation, you have help. Help is coming in terms of information provision, providing you with the knowledge, the information, the analysis, and the solutions to your problems. Okay? So, one of them is this. Let's try to address this question. What can I do more to help men? What can I do more to help men? What I can do to help men is one. The first thing I thought of I can do is to start a program like this, a social media program like this. As time goes on, this program will be on all social media handles, YouTube, TikTok, uh, X, Facebook, you know, name it, all social media handles. That is the goal of this program, so that more men and more good women out there who have good heart can see this educative program and share it with their relatives, their friends, their colleagues, so that more lives can be saved. The reason for this is because we all hear in the news every day, you know, this man, this husband somewhere have shot and killed his wife. This wife somewhere have shot and killed her husband. This girlfriend or fiancée somewhere have shot and killed her fiancé. This man somewhere have shot and killed their spouse. We hear this news every day. We don't need to hear this news anymore. With this program, what it's going to do is those people that are going through those problems, that will make them think of doing some horrible things like that, they should come and participate in this program. They should listen to this video starting with, to know that you should not do that. You should not go to the extent of taking someone's life whom you did not create. You did not create that life, no matter what that person did to you. If it is a marital relationship, it is okay to call that marital marriage quit, call it off, so that both sides can move on with their lives. The man will move on with his life, the woman will move on with her life. If it is a friendly relationship, that's even easier. You people are not yet legally married or legally bound by each other. You're just planning to, you know, you just call it to quit. It's better to call it to quit, dissolve it at the early stage than to go to the point where there has been a lot of difficulties. There have been a lot of entanglements. There have been a lot of commitments. There have been a lot of so many things, especially in the terms of marriage. There have been children involved or a child involved. There's things have been entangled that very difficult to disentangle. But still, life is paramount. Life is paramount. So this program is to address those, is to let our men know that if you are going through such situation in life, calm down, but come to this kind of program, listen to this kind of video, analyze things, know that someone's life, taking someone else's life is not worth it. Life is not even as important as your own life. Your own life is more important than 10 other people's lives. Your own life is more valuable to you than 10 other people's lives. Therefore, preserve your own life first and do not take another person's life. Preserve the other person's life as well. You know? Yeah, there's always a way out of any problems. As far as life, people are alive, they will always figure a way to solve their problems. If say for example, in a marital relationship, if the woman push you to the wall, say you're in the Western world where your hands are tied, you cannot do anything. You cannot touch the woman because that's according to Western laws. You cannot drive the woman out of your house because that's according to Western laws. The woman is a co-owner of the house, even though her pennies did not get into, sometimes they will not get into buying the house or paying for the rent of the house. But by marital circumstances, she's a co-owner of the house. Just forget about, forget about the expenses, forget about the money you have spent, what about the cost? Just walk away. Walk away from the relationship. Just walk away. Save your life and walk away. So that your life will be there intact. Her life will also be there intact. If you're a woman, if you're good and your husband is horrible, the same thing. If you're a good woman and it is your husband that is the man that is horrible, it's the same thing. Just walk away from the relationship. Don't think about, taking his life or doing so many things to make his life miserable, or taking the children away from him so that he can suffer. The children's own is another topic we are going to discuss on a different video, because that's a very huge topic, very big issue in relationships and marriages. The children issue is a very big one. That will be a topic of its own for another video, another day. But for today, let us focus on what we can do to help the men. So, starting this program is one of them, you know, to teach those men that there are certain things you can do to help you get out of those problems, to teach you that you do not have to go to the extent, to the extreme. You know, you do not have to think about taking the other person's life or doing anything to hurt the person more. Rather, walk away from whatever issues, whatever problem you're having with that person, walk away from that person. If it is something that can be resolved after walking away for some time, maybe the two sides may decide to reconcile, resolve the issue and come back together. But if it is something beyond resolution, you know, people can move on in their life. If it is irreconcilable differences, people can always decide to move on, move on with their lives. Start a fresh leaf, Um, if you're a man, move on. You can find another woman and have a relationship, or if you decide that you don't want another relationship, it's up to you. Move on with your life. If you are the woman, if you're a good woman, you can meet another man. Definitely you will. You will meet another man because, the behavior you put up will, attract somebody else to your life. The only problem is when you're not a good person, to attract somebody else will become difficult. You know, that's when you start asking yourself questions. What am I doing? Am I doing things right? Or am I doing things so that I can correct myself? What are the things I can do to correct myself so that things doesn't happen like this anymore? These are the reasons why I said, um, calm down, think about it, listen to programs like this, participate in programs like this, air your views, air your opinions. If you're angry, express your anger. Yes, express your anger so that the anger will subside. When you don't express the anger, it will not subside. Express it to people in this kind of program. Express it to people if you have people you are close with, close by. Express it to them so that your anger will come down. Excuse me. So that is one of those things I can do. I can also get other people involved. Just like the purpose of this program, I will bring men together from all over the world, whichever you live, get into this program, especially when it goes live. Now that it haven't gone live, it's still a video, online video. When you see it, like it, comment, share your opinions, share it to your contacts, share it to your friends, social media friends, so that they can come. Those who need help will come and get help. Those who have solutions to problems will come and, give out their solutions so other people can be helped. Those are the many things that I can do to help those men out there. There are still so many other things, but as time goes on, we are going to bring them to the fore of this program. The second question is, what will most men like to hear or read that can assist them? What will most men like to hear or read that can assist them? Just like I've been saying, if you participate in a program like this, even if it is still an online video, it's not yet a live program. After listening to this program, take your time, sit down. If you have time, sit down, watch the video to the end. Start from the beginning, watch it to the end. You will get things, few things there that can help you. For example, you will get to know that you are not alone in in that problem you're having, be it financial problem, be it marital difficulties, be it children difficulties. You get to know that you are not alone. There are so many other people, and there are some people out there to help out. People like Dr. Man, I'm here to help out in any way that I can. Providing knowledge, providing information, providing any skills that is required to deal with it. Yes, it requires some skills because he's going to need some anger management skills too. you know, those are the things, we're going to be talking in different topics as this program goes on. You're going to have to learn, acquire anger management skills that will make you to, calm down and bear certain things and plan. If it is the one you walk away gently. If it is the one that you will provide resolution, you will, sit down and plan a resolution and resolve whatever the problem is. Okay? So those are the things, that you can listen to or read in order to help yourself. There are so many other things. For example, I have seen videos or I have read, I have listened to audios of women, good women out there, also saying things in favor of men, you know, cautioning their fellow women, do not do this, do not do that, do not treat your man bad, do not do this, do not take away the children from the man just because you are in the Western world. Once you and the man quarrel or divorce, you push the children, you brainwash the children, you poison their minds against their father, so that you use that to take the children away. I've seen women make such a make such counseling, give such advice on their social media handles, either through videos or audio messages, So those are the things you can listen to. You see that there are still good women out there who are still concerned about men, especially men that are going through bad relationships or bad marital marriages or bad relationships or other things, financial issues, children issues, your life, other life issues, maybe alcohol addiction, maybe drug addiction, maybe, um, you are in a new place in the world. You don't have your migrant, um, I would call it migrant, authorization to stay, especially legally. You're still fighting with those. You're going through a lot, And some people have gone to prisons and come out. These are the things. Come to this kind of program, you will see those myself and those good men out there that can also help you provide free counseling, which you do not have to pay. They will counsel you, they will teach you things you need to do that will help you. Also, you see those women out there so that you can understand, for example, myself, I came to understanding that it's not all women that are bad. There are some good women out there. There are some good women out there, especially there are good women with good heart, good women with, you know, with empathy, with sympathetic, very sympathetic to anybody's problem. Once somebody is going through problems or issues, they feel sympathetic to that person. They are not those wicked ones that don't care. Their hearts are like stone. Even if you're passing away, they don't care. Their heart are like heavy like stones. So, but there are good ones out there. They can provide some insights, they can provide advices, they can provide counseling, they can provide so many uh, knowledge, information, and advices that can be of use to um, to most men who are going through all this problem. So that is the reason, those are the things that you can read, listen to. Also, you can go to social media. If you're a social media person, go to social media, listen to videos, listen to audios, read comments, read ebooks, read things that can help you. There are things that can help you legally. There are things that can help you psychologically. There are things that can help you financially. And there are things that can help you relationship wise, so when you read and and listen to all those things, they'll kind of provide some help. They'll provide some therapy that probably a combination of all of them will make you think the right way, think right, so that you don't start thinking bad things. You just start thinking, what can I do to hurt the person more? What can I do to harm this other person, more? I need to hurt her or him because he or she hurts me. So let me retaliate. You know, retaliation may end up you know, taking laws into your hand or into your hands or doing things that you're not supposed to do otherwise. Things that after doing them, you may start regretting your actions, what you did. So that is one another thing that these are series of things you can do, or you can read, or you can listen to that can assist you as a man, struggling or suffering in silence, even as a good woman too, because as I'm talking about men, I also add good women that are also going through a bad situation from their either their husbands or their man or their relationships. Just like men are going through a lot from bad women, there are also good women out there going through a lot from bad men. But the reason why I'm taking it upon myself to advocate for men only is because not men only, men and good women as well is but mostly men because women already have enough advocates in any society. There are enough advocates for women everywhere. If you look at every corner, even in the social media, in the legal system, in the society, you see a lot of agencies, a lot of advocates for women, but there's not a lot for the men. That's why this program is born. Okay, and this program is intended to continue. This is intended to expand. This is intended to improve. There will be a lot of improvement as time goes on. So right now, do not mind the amateur nature of the video. Do not mind the unprofessional equipment being used. The quality of the video, the quality of my presentation. Do not mind those. Just be rest assured that everything that have a beginning will continue to grow until it gets to its maximum. So just know, like I stated earlier, that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single footstep. Okay? So this is just a single footstep that is starting this journey. So again, I will appreciate you to, if you see this video, if you come across the video, like it, share it, comment, share your opinion, how you would even like the program to be, because I'm going to be reading people's comments. I'm going to be analyzing their comments. I'm going to be using those comments that makes good sense to me to improve on the program. Those that will be cursing me, do not worry about cursing me because I'm not doing anything bad to anybody. Okay? It is not intended to do bad to anybody, no matter who that is. The only thing is intended to be if you're a bad person, be you man or woman. If you're a bad person, if you have bad heart, if you're wicked, this program will help you to change your mindset. Okay? Think of, we're going to do more programs to show you, to demonstrate to you how you can come out from being a bad person, whether a bad woman, bad wife, a bad woman in the relationship, or a bad man in the relationship, because it goes both ways too. A lot of women are going through, situations too, just like men. But my program is mainly advocating for the men, for the single reason that I'm a man, for the single reason that I went through horrible situations, that I barely survived, and I thank God that I survived, and I'm a survivor, and I will continue to thank God for that. And even though it's still some of those are still ongoing, but I will still thank God that at least my life is my life, and I will continue with my life. I will move on, and so many things that have gone wrong. Some of them I will forget. Some of them, I will still, if I find a way to make them right, I will still make them right. So the same thing I will be advising any man, who is in that situation, in this situation, or who has been, or who is still in this current situation. Just do things the right way and move on with your life. Then the last topic that I want to deal with is what can concerned men and good women do to help men in difficult situations in their lives, especially those men in an unhappy marriage, an unhappy marriage and relationships. What can concerned men and women do to help those men and good women that are going through difficult situations, especially those in an unhappy marriages, and unhappy, unhealthy relationships. So those are the question. So what? So the way I'm going to address them now, when this program goes live, I'm going to be trying to elicitate people's suggestions, people's opinions, people's advices, people's counseling. There are people who are gifted in counseling. I will be eliciting you know, their participation in this program. Um, I'm not a certified counselor. I'm not the only thing is that I have a doctorate degree. I have a philosophical doctor degree. I can research on any topic. By my education, I'm licensed to research on any topic and provide education on it. So, which also qualifies me for what I'm doing right now. So, you can say, as much as that is not certified counseling, but at least I'm qualified to provide information, to provide teaching to people who may need those information, who may need those knowledge. So that is the reason why. So coming back to the question, um, the things that we, the concerned men and good women, will do to help those men and some good women in this difficult situation are just like I stated earlier. All these things I'm doing now, formulating this program to provide advice, provide counseling, provide education, provide some skills to handle situations, that puts people, especially those men, in those difficult situations. So part of those education is this video that I'm making right now. This video that as time goes on will culminate into a live program. At what point, I'll be inviting people from all over the world, to call in, like a studio. People will be calling in and will be sharing information, will be sharing ideas, will be sharing opinions, will be sharing counseling, and will be sharing advices to people who may need them. Okay, so that is among those many things that the good men and women can do. They can participate in the program. They can call in from anywhere they are, anywhere in this world, wherever they find themselves. They can call in and participate. They can provide those useful advices and useful counseling, useful information that will help save lives. Because for example, when a man is pushed to the wall, is pushed to the wall, and out of anger, he takes the life of a woman, or the woman takes the life of a man. So the two lives have been destroyed. The two lives have been destroyed. So those lives can be saved by providing them counseling and advice that they should not do that, and how best they can either resolve their problems or walk away from the problems so that the problems will end. Because when two people have a common problem that is in between them, and if they walk away from that problem vanishes because they have walked away from it. If they can find a resolution to that problem, that's even better. Because in this case, if they can find a resolution, for example, if it is a husband and wife that have children, if they can find a resolution, that would be better, in the best interest of those children. They'll still get to see their mother, they will still get to see their father. But if they cannot find a resolution to that problem, if their problems are irreconcilable, uh, if their differences are irreconcilable, instead of them taking the life, some one of them taking the life of the other, then the both lives will be useless because if one take the life of the other one that took the life will be, will go in for the rest of his or her life, right? or even the person's life can be terminated, by law in the legal sense, you know. But if they see that their differences are irreconcilable, they cannot reconcile it. They have tried their best and they cannot reconcile them. They walk away from it. So that way, the concerned children can still see in either of their parents, their mom, and still see their dad. But if the horrible thing happen, maybe the man, out of anger, take the life of the woman, the children will no longer see their mother, and the children will no longer see their father because their father will be either spending life in jail, or his own life can be terminated by law, legally. Therefore, the children will lose both sides. So that's what this program is meant to address. And as time goes on this program, we'll be expanding on these topics and issues. We'll be improving. We'll be providing more information. We'll be providing what is called KSA, knowledge, skills, and abilities. So we provide you with the education, which is the knowledge on how to handle such situations. We'll also provide you with some skills, which means in the case of that, how you can manage your anger and how you can handle your anger so that you don't go into taking the laws into your hands, or you don't go into hurting the other person the more, you know. And the abilities is, possibly how you can handle the situation better. If you are the man, if you are pushed to the wall too much that you can no longer tolerate or bear it, just walk away from the problem, walk away and design and develop another strategy where you can survive while walking away. You can walk away, for example, in the Western world, where even if the house is yours, you cannot you cannot chase the woman out of the house because that's against the law. You move out of the house, go and rent another smaller place that you can handle. You know, to start your life afresh. As long as you're alive, that's what is most important. Your life is more important than anything, any money. Even though in some cases the women they try to take everything you have worked in your life, because the Western world, the legal system supports that. They take everything from you. We have witnessed some cases whereby in the legal system, in the court, the men were crying in the room, in the courtroom, because everything they owned, everything they worked for in their life have been stripped of them. Everything has been taken away from them, given to the woman who never even who did not contribute anything in their life. Who was just taking and taking and taking and taking, and she would come and take the whole thing. The only anger was, why would the man leave her? Why would you leave the marriage? No, she would use it and deal with the man to tell you that you shouldn't leave me, even if I'm even if I'm torturing you in the house, you should not leave me. You must accept that torture and be tortured every day. That's one thing, I always advise men. If it gets to a point whereby you are being tortured in the house, just walk away. Don't accept that torture. Walk away. Your life is more important because you can do things else. You can start afresh. Yes, you can start afresh. It doesn't matter your age. You can start afresh. You can start everything from the beginning as long as you have your life. There are still people who you'll be better off if you start afresh. Most especially if you are in the Western world where the economy and the society works well. You can start anything else. If it is a job, you can start back with a menial job, even if everything has been stripped of you, or if certain things have gone against you, maybe you can no longer find a good job. You can start something menial, something from scratch, and grow again. After all, you are the one who started from the scratch and grew to where you were before you brought that person that was torturing you in the house, right? So you can as well start again, start afresh, and move on. The same thing if it was a woman that is good, because a lot of some women are good out there, good women. It's just the men that are bad. The men are horrible. Maybe they are drunkards or they are drug addicts or they're just bad-hearted men, that treat the women bad. You know, if you as a woman, if you can't deal with it anymore, if you're being tortured in the house where you're supposed to be happy, just find a way to walk away. Walk away. Your life is more important. Your life is paramount to everything else you are doing. You have to be alive to do anything else. You have to be alive to see your children. You have to be alive to be in a marriage. You have to be alive to work. You have to be alive to control the money that you have in your bank account. No, your life is more important first, because people who are no longer alive doesn't think about anything, any of those things anymore. You know, so that is the reason why, um, I'm counseling I'm counseling the people that are going through these situations to please participate in programs like this. I'm sure this program is not the only one out there. There may be some other ones out there too, advocating for men, but I don't see them a lot as I do see the ones for women. So that's why I wanted to cover, participate in covering the gap between, the help that the women are getting and the help that the men are not getting. So I want to come and improve life for the men, see how we can all help to provide them the help that they need. Um, you know, see whatever we can do to help those who will otherwise do horrible things. They don't need to do those horrible things. We need to teach them, we need to educate them, we need to, and especially when somebody like me, who have had similar experience, shares my experience with them, they will be able to understand better, because the person that is talking to them is person who have been in their shoes, who knows how it pains. When you're wearing a shoes that hurts you, you are the only one who knows where it hurts and where how the pain goes. The same thing to good women out there that are suffering. So it's the same thing across the board. So in essence, you know, so all this and so many other things are the ways men and good women out there can help, especially those men that are suffering in silence. Okay? So I believe that this my second video, which I called my amateur videos, which some of you may have a lot of criticisms, which I welcome, because I will welcome your criticisms. I welcome your suggestions. I welcome, any good criticism you are doing. Just make sure it's constructive, okay? Make sure you're giving me objective and constructive criticism. Don't come and start cussing me, oh, you fool, you idiot, you this, you that. No, don't do that. It's not necessary. I'm not, that's why I'm social media shy, I don't like to fight with anybody, and I don't like anybody to fight with me. So I will not come to social media to fight you. And please do not come to fight me, because it will not be necessary. Even if you do, I will not even fight you back, because that's who I am. If you come to my comment section and start cussing me out, it will not be necessary. I can read your curses, but I will not curse you back, because it is not necessary. It is not my intention to fight anybody. It's not my intention to talk down on anybody. It's not my intention to indict anybody. It's not my intention to make myself be the good guy and make somebody else be the bad guy. No, that's not what this program is all about. This program is all about sharing information, sharing knowledge, and bringing people together to come and help people that are in need of such help. When people help people, it's not only when you give people money, it's when you provide help. There are so many other ways you can help people. So many other ways you can help people. Information is very, very key to helping people. Information is key. And at a point, this program, we are going to grow to a point whereby experts can, come into this program, provide information on what they are doing to succeed, so that those men out there that are suffering, especially those suffering financially, who have not, struggling every day, can also come and tell them that, hey, here are the things you can be doing, at least to be making a good living. These are the areas that are still, they still have need for more people to come in and do this, do X, Y, Z, and make good living. Even those who have been financially comfortable can come and share how they are financially comfortable, what they do to be financially comfortable, and how others can, emulate what they're doing that is good, what good things that they're doing. not things, not people that are committing crimes or doing illegal things. No, this program will never engage in any illegal thing or anything that would be a crime or anything that would be against the authorities or that would be immoral to the society. No, this program is not. Those things are out of scope in this program. The things that are in scope are how those men that are suffering in silence can be helped, and also those good women that are also suffering in silence, how they can be helped so that they can get a better life, so that they can also live, to tell the story at a later time. Because our people say that he who fights and run away lives to fight another day. Again, I'm going to end this video here today. Once again, I am Dr. Men, a men's advocate program. This is meant to help the men out there and the good women out there. This program is starting with a video, online video, but um, it's going to emancipate to an online live program, eventually to a live TV or live TV program that will entertain participation from all parts of the world. Most especially, all men out there will be encouraged to participate, and all the good women out there also can also participate you know. So we will be going forward, we will be addressing a lot of issues, addressing a lot of topics, addressing a lot of problems, and I'll be coming up with some of those topics and problems and issues. But I also solicit from my fans, my participants, to also come up with any issues bothering them, any problems that any problems they're encountering, anything that is bothering them, anything that they think others are encountering that can be, there can be solutions to help those people. So once again, I would say good night, good afternoon, good morning from me, from here. Thank you, and God bless.